Hi guys, my name is Virang, and today is my last video challenge. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Hoàng Virang. I'm now a student at Foreign Trade University. I was born on July 17, 2002. I come from Bắc Ninh, where it's very famous for Lim Festival and Bắc Ninh Quan Họ folk songs. So, that's for introduce. Now, let's move to our main part. I'm gonna tell you an interesting story. The story name is Little Monsters. Let's start. Once upon a time, in somewhere, there was a scarecrow. He stood in the field and looked like a real man. But he's not a real man. The scarecrow was made of straw. The square The scarecrow's head was an old football. His face was painted on, two eyes, a nose, and a smiling mouth. He didn't have hair, but he did have a hat. It was brown and made of felt. A farmer used to wear it a long time ago. His clothes, his clothes had come from the farmer too. A long brown coat with lots of pockets, an old pair of jeans with holes in the legs, a worn-out leather belt with a rusty buckle, and a red scarf with white strips. The, scare, the scarecrow didn't have shoes because he didn't have feet. A wooden pole kept him standing in the ground. He never moved. The scarecrow liked being in the field. He saw the sun come up every morning. He watched the cloud drift across the skies. At night, at night, he gazed at the moon and counted the stars. He enjoyed his job. He enjoyed his job. He scared away the crows, the big clever blackbirds. The crows hid the big clever blackbirds that made trouble on the farm. They stole the seeds when they were sown. They pecked at the vegetables when the leaves began to grow. The scarecrow knew without him nothing would grow at all. But this year, the, the scarecrow had a problem. The farmer had stuffed him out of new straw, clean yellow straw. It made a good boy. It made a good body. The scarecrow was very happy. His coat fitted him much better now, and he felt smart. The problem was the crows. It was springtime, so they were building nests. They were looking for something to use, and they had spotted the new straw. It was obviously perfect. Three crows sat on the fence and looked at the scarecrow. "Come, look at him," said one. "He had fresh straw in all his pockets. My little ones would love to sleep on that. I'm going to get some." The, the crow flew across the sea. The crow flew across the field and landed on the scarecrow. He pushed his sharp black beak into the straw and pulled some out. Then he flew off back to his nest. "Look at that," said the negro. "It was easy. I'm going to steal some too." The second crow flew to the scarecrow. He took some straw, then the third crow flew over and stole some more. All day long the crows flew from their nest to the scarecrow. They stole more and more straw, but the scarecrow couldn't stop them. He couldn't run after them. He couldn't wave his arms. Shouting made no difference. They simply laughed and took more straw. By the end of the day, he was looking thin. "Oh no," he said, "what am I going to do? If they take more tomorrow, there will be nothing left of me." "I can have," said a tiny voice. The scarecrow looked down. There was a mouse sitting on his paw buckle. "I can scare the crows away," said the mouse. The scarecrow smiled. "That's very kind of you, but I don't think they would be scared. You are very small." "That is true," said the mouse, "but I have lots of friends, and I have an idea." He climbed up to the scarecrow's ear and whispered something. The scare, the scare, my mouse tied. The scarecrow smiled again. "My little friends," he said, "I think that might work." Then came the next day. The three crows, the three crows flew down to the fence. "Ha ha!" said the first crow. "The straw man is still there. I'm going to take more of his stuffing." He flew to the scarecrow, but just as he landed, ah! 20 mice jumped out of the scarecrow's clothes and roared at him. They waved their arms, pulled face, did everything they could to appear big and scary. The crow flew back to his friends in horror. "Monster!" he wailed. "A monster attacked me. It was horrible. It had 20 heads. I'm not going back there ever." He flew away and he didn't come back. "What a baby," said the second crow. "I'm not scared. I'm going in." He flew into the scarecrow and yah! The crow spread back to the fence. "It's true," he cried. "There's really a monster hiding inside that straw man. I saw it." He flew away and didn't come back. The third crow, the third crow watched him go. "Ha," he said. "Not going there. I have enough straw in my nest." He flew away. "Yes," cried the scarecrow. "You have done it. They've gone." The mice came out of their hiding holes. They cheered and danced and hugged each other. "I wish I could give you all something," said the scarecrow. "A gift to say thank you." "You can give us something," said the mouse. "A home. Your buckets are very warm and comfortable. We would love to stay." "Then you shall stay," smiled the scarecrow, "my little monsters." So that's the end of the story. Like it? Thank you very much for watching that very long videos. Goodbye.